The ants and the grasshopper. On the edge of a quiet meadow where wildflowers swayed gently in the breeze, there lived a group of hardworking ants. They spent their days scurrying back and forth collecting food and storing it in their cozy underground home. The sun was warm, the air was sweet, and summer was in full bloom. But the ants knew that the seasons would change and winter was never far behind. Nearby, under the shade of a big oak tree, carefree Grasshopper played his fiddle. His music was lively and joyful, filling the meadow with song. The Grasshopper loved his music so much that he spent all his days playing, dancing, and enjoying the sunshine. One day, as the ants were marching back to their nest, each carrying a crumb or seed, the Grasshopper called out, "Why do you work so hard, little ants? The sun is shining, the meadow is alive. Come and dance with me." An ant paused, balancing a crumb twice its size. "We're preparing for winter," it explained. "There will be no food when the snow comes. You should gather food too." The Grasshopper laughed, a chirping sound like a melody. "Winter is so far away. There's plenty of time for now. Let's enjoy the day." But the ants shook their heads and continued their work, their tiny legs moving in rhythm. As the weeks passed, the Grasshopper played and the ants toiled. The golden leaves of autumn soon blanketed the meadow, and the air grew crisp. Before long, the first snowflake drifted from the sky, and then another, until the meadow was buried in a shimmering white blanket. The Grasshopper, shivering and hungry, hopped from place to place searching for food. But the flowers were gone, the seeds hidden, and the meadow was silent. He knocked on the ants' door, his fiddle tucked under his arm. "Please, kind ants," he pleaded, "I'm cold and starving. May I share your food and shelter?" The ants huddled together, whispering. Finally, the leader of the ants stepped forward. "Grasshopper," she said, "we worked hard all summer to prepare for this time. You spent the days playing your music. Then when we warned you, why should we share what we have earned?" The Grasshopper lowered his head. "See now that I was foolish," he admitted. "I thought the sunshine would last forever. I didn't understand the value of planning ahead. Please, I'll do anything to make up for my mistake." The ants, though stern, were not unkind. "We will share our food with you," said the leader, "but in return you must help us prepare for the next winter. When the snow melts, you will work alongside us, gathering and storing food." The Grasshopper's eyes brightened with gratitude. "I promise," he said, "and to thank you I will play my fiddle during the long cold nights to lift your spirits." And so the Grasshopper joined the ants in their cozy underground home. He kept his word, playing music that made the ants' hearts warm, and the winter seemed shorter when spring arrived. He worked tirelessly beside them, preparing for the seasons ahead. From that day on, the meadow was filled not just with the sound of busy ants, but with the melody of a Grasshopper who had learned the value of both work and joy. Moral: balance is key. Work hard for the future, but don't forget to enjoy the present.